Welcome back. That's good. At least they're talking about the future. Yeah, I definitely could see that, especially financially. It's definitely hard to try to rebuild your life, especially when you feel like you're starting from zero. Are you ready to ask your other two questions, or are you still waiting? Or it definitely would be unfair. Well, that was nice. That was man enough of him. Most men wouldn't tell you that. Nine one nine synchronicity. I'm seeing. Good arguing for this media, please, sir. Thank you. Especially for this media and this media only. Help me get more clarity tonight. This media would like to know where is Pop's mindset at concerning this media in regards to its connection after their most recent conversation about their future. They want more clarity. This media more clarity. Where is Pop mindset concerning the connection with this media and their connection overall after the recent conversation about their future? Oops. But they really feel like you're focused on them. They like that. They also feel like um, they can also like that you're agreeing to go with the flow kind of energy with the Three of Swords, Four of Pentacles. I might have to clarify this because I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like a testing the connection kind of energy. Testing the waters kind of energy. So I feel like in a way it was like it was truthful, but at the same time it's kind of like worse than saying that. Yeah, I feel like they're probably still figuring out like what kind of boundaries they want to have in the connection. This could be random, but it's like they could feel like they could love if you switch your hair up or um, energy up to keep them on their toes. It's kind of like making them feel like they're cheating, but they're not kind of thing. Keeping it spicy kind of energy. And it's like they don't want you to go out your way to like try to prove anything or to like impress them kind of thing. Not only because they're truly interested, but also they feel like it wouldn't work kind of thing if you were trying to do it to kind of get them to move faster or anything like that. Yeah, right now I think they're just going with the flow. They like cuddling. They like you laying your head on their chest, kind of thing. Yeah, it's kind of like if something turns serious more naturally than it does, kind of thing. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But if it does, it does. Kind of energy. So they could be like less intentional, if that makes sense. Like they're still gonna like show affection and stuff like that, but they might just be a little less intentional. So it's like they're kind of not going out of their way just yet. Oops. Yeah, they don't want to start. They don't want to start something if they aren't 100% sure they're ready, and they don't want y'all to go at different paces. They want to make sure you guys are always on the same pace with the Six of Pentacles. That nobody's getting ahead of nobody, nobody's rushing nobody, nobody's kind of thing. Or nobody's putting too much expectations on the other energy. So they're really looking forward to the Six of Pentacles energy, which again talks about reciprocation, but an agreed reciprocation, not an expected reciprocation. Yeah, maybe they're used to like women who fell in love because they were a good guy, or maybe it was just because of the good sex. But it's like for them, they could value more like respect more than love. To me, it's the same thing, but for other people, they find it different. Or it could just be like wanting to be loved for them and not because they give out good sex kind of energy. Yeah, maybe he could have felt like not even with his relationships were from his childhood. Maybe he felt like there was decisions that he didn't get to make on his own, or he made too early that he can't change now, kind of thing. So it's like trying to deal with that and not trying to put that pain on their onto their person, kind of thing. Yeah, it's like they already know they want to settle down, but they want to make sure of the person, kind of thing. So it's like I know I want to get married. I do want wife, kids, and just that and the third, but they want to make sure that things are going to work out right. they're taking it one day at a time. They feel like you got potential, but they're not 100% sure. They feel like there's still some time that needs to be told, kind of thing, or time to tell, kind of energy. Yeah, I feel like they're. I feel like part of the energy is like them need to figure out more of like themselves and like they said, healing. You both could use like some healing and some work. It doesn't mean things have to be perfect, but at the same time, like you said, it could be unfair if you're looking towards more sooner being in a relationship and he's not, kind of thing, or whatever the case may be. Um, you shouldn't have to be like led on or wait forever kind of thing. You know what I mean? But of course, free will. But yeah, it's like this energy of like having to know what what gets to his heart kind of thing. He might not even really know for real, but it's kind of like this thing of like, and even you, like, what gets to your heart. I think this is things that y'all probably need to like figure out. Maybe y'all do know, maybe y'all don't know, maybe y'all know, but y'all haven't really exercised it. Like for example, most people say a way to a man's heart is through his stomach and food and all that, but that's actually not true for some men. Some men is different. It could be that you worship their body as if it's the only body that exists. Um, or it could be anything. You know what I mean? It could be a specific love language or a specific way you show something in a particular love language that gets to their heart, kind of thing. And I kind of feel like he doesn't know it or he hasn't found that yet. And until he finds that spark, he can't get moving. And it might be the same for you actually too. Like if you have found that, and it's like you can't really get moving, or at least moving 100%, you might get a little spark, but it's not 100%. And then that's why maybe later down the line in your relationships, you're like, okay, what happened? Maybe you weren't 100%. Yeah, I feel like y'all Venus signs could be very important to tell like how y'all work in this connection. Y'all birth charts in total, but like the Venus sign is very important as well. Like for example, my Venus is in Virgo, and that causes me to be very picky in love, and I also prefer men that works on cars. I kind of just learned this probably like not too long ago, but and I was like, dang, that is really true. Like I really do prefer men that work on cars and that like men like builder men. I really prefer, especially like working on cars. And like I said, I'm picky in connections kind of thing, and I tend to attract people with a lot of insecurities. But I think again, y'all Venuses will tell a lot about like not only just how you are in love, but about how y'all attracted one another and how y'all can kind of like work with one another, kind of energy. Um, but yeah, there was this Leo. Yeah, so probably have to look into that. I'm not really sure, too familiar with the Leo one. Yeah, and it's like they don't expect you to fix them. They know you can't, kind of thing. It's like you can, make them happy for the day or the days that y'all spend, but he knows you can't do the work for him. They might want to go to like a rage room with you or something like that. Get some tailor made flowers. I heard. I also feel like they're trying to get like not better at sex, but like it's better at sex, but not saying that they don't know what they're doing. But it could be like this energy of like um trying to respect you. Like say for example, you want them to do something raunchy to you in the bedroom. They might not want to because they respect you kind of energy. But you might be looking at it, oh well, maybe you're not interested, or something else is off, or what's going on, or why haven't they touched me this time, or why um, they're trying to be more successful and lead to love because they already know that like in their past relationships or just in general rushing or sex or whatever case may be didn't lead them to the success or the finish line kind of energy. Yes, it's like they're trying this new thing at love and they get in the past. You know how they used to see relationships versus now. You know they might even have some regrets, feeling like they're late on something. Like if his parents scared him away from marriage, or if they watch a certain TV show that kind of scared them away from marriage, it's like they can kind of be like a little bit regretful that it didn't happen for them already, especially if they feel like they're getting older and they see other friends around them married and happy, successful relationships kind of thing. But at the same time, they don't want to rush because they know it's gonna do the exact opposite. I just heard you're resilient, you're brilliant, kind of thing. That's one thing that really, really attracts them to you. It's like you get things done regardless. Like, not gonna wood, God forbid, say you were like disabled. It's like you're still gonna be getting out there doing lift rides, doing this, doing that kind of thing. So they could really admire that. And that's one of the traits that kind of makes them be like, maybe this could be like this could be like a future. You know what I mean? I don't have someone who's given up on life. They don't want someone who's given up on life, especially knowing that you could feed off each other. It's like if you give up, they're they more likely might give up, kind of thing. Yeah, and they might have this mindset of like they can't really enjoy life too much until they get their finances up or save a certain amount, kind of thing. Or only God knows, or only God can judge me. But yeah, and again, if you care about their health, that could be another thing that's like, ooh, that's kind of like a weight in my heart. You care about my health, you worship in my body, you doing this, you doing that. It's like drawing closer, but but they don't want it to feel like. I'm not saying you are, but that they actually do feel like you're putting a spell on them. But they don't want it to feel that way. Like, okay, wait a minute now. You know what I mean? Yeah, but I definitely feel like what they're saying is true. Like they could have been definitely scarred from the past. Especially if the other person had a lot of trust issues, always going through their parents' pockets, looking at receipts, doing this, doing that kind of thing. Whether they were cheating or not, it still could have been like making them feel like edgy and, you know. So it's like any time that you are like assuming they're cheating or anything like that could trigger them. They could love like when you wear spiritual stuff. I don't know, maybe you got a whole bunch of like evil eye bracelets that you wear or bracelets in general or something the way you dress specifically, or even if it's from time to time. They really love it. I also feel like they want you to be more in your feminine energy of receiving. They could feel like sometimes when they give you a compliment or buy you something or do something like that, you always kind of hurry up and try to do the same. And it's like they want you to just sit back, relax, and enjoy it kind of energy. So it's like if they give you a kiss on the forehead, it's like, don't give me a kiss back. At least not all the time. Or I buy you something, you don't automatically have to like buy me something. Or, you know what I mean? Until you look good, you don't automatically or always have to say, oh, you too, kind of thing. But yeah, it's like they're trying to get out of their comfortable energy, especially if they were been single for a while, or even just sitting in that unhealed energy for a long time. It's like they're trying to get out of their comfortable energy. But yeah, it's like they want to see more of your own yourself, your silly side. Yeah. So I don't know. They'll probably be sharing more specific stories and things of how they were hurt and their specific triggers because it's like they won't want to trigger you and they don't want you to trigger them kind of thing. Like I said with the thing again, like looking at receipts, looking through pockets. Maybe they lied about pregnancy, or kept going back and forth on whether they was gonna get an abortion or not, or going with the next guy and naming a baby that they thought they was gonna name their baby. Like could have been like a lot of craziness kind of thing. So again, it's like they could have a lot of like triggers, and again, not just about their triggers but yours as well. They want to know. So yeah, they might feel like it's tough, but it's necessary. If you guys are gonna try to move forward, it's like it's tough to discuss, it's tough to face, it's tough to try to figure out. But I'm seeing 333. But yeah, they don't want to just go out. They want in-house dates as well. Getting creative. Like maybe there's a bar and it's like he comes up to you like you're the bartender. You know what I mean? And just make it your own kind of thing. That's what they're looking at. It's like we don't have to explain nothing to nobody. people better respect our relationship, whether they agree or not. You know what I mean? We're gonna be cringe and we're gonna be happy. You know, but it's like we'll get there when we get there. For now, we're going with the flow. We're figuring out, triggers and stuff like that. And then if things are, looking good still, then it's like, okay, now we're really getting serious. You know what I mean? I sort of fit check. Do y'all fit check each other? Yeah, I feel like in the past they weren't really a big heart to heart conversationalist. It was like it was irritating to them, like, oh my god, here's another heart to heart. But now it's like they see why it's necessary and stuff like that. Still might be tough and uncomfortable, but they see why it's more necessary now. I just heard I want to get a cake with your name on it just because it's like, what's that Rihanna song? It's not even my birthday, but he want to lick the icing off. Hey, yeah, it's like it's not even your birthday, but it could seem like it's your birthday when they spoil you. And sometimes they do it with attachments. Sometimes they do it without attachments. It's like I'm not expecting anything. It's not signaling anything deeper or anything like that. I just want to do something nice. I just want to, you know what I mean? Just because I take you out to dinner doesn't mean I want to screw. Maybe back then I thought that way, but now I don't. Of course, I still want sex because you know, I'm human. I'm a man, kind of thing like that. But it's not like I'm just going in intentionally, maliciously, like, oh, I'm gonna do this just so she can, you know what I mean? It's like they're not necessarily intentionally doing things for a result of marriage and stuff like that. They're more so going with the flow. And again, if it happens kind of energy. It's kind of like the more I enjoy this connection, the more I give. You know what I mean? I'm not just doing it just because I want a relationship and marriage, and you know what I mean. So it's like they're doing it because I am truly enjoying. You know what I mean? And hopefully I continue to enjoy it because if not, I'm pulling it away. And it might be the same for you too. It's like not enjoying it and then I'm pulling away. Some people they just do it because they could genuinely love and like the person too, but they still doing it ultimately for a relationship, or they keep on trying to try even though it's at its dead end. But other people they're more so with the flow, and like I said, if they're enjoying it, then it's like okay, then I'm giving more. So that's more of his energy. It's like if I'm doing it, then I'm giving more. If I ain't enjoying it, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's like they looking for you to be their peace, and vice versa. It's like be my peace, and things will be sweet. No, it's fine. But yeah, it's like don't be afraid to eat in front of me. Like you better chew that neck bone. They just want you to be your authentic self. The more your authentic self, the more that they can fall in love and they can feel safe and they can, you know what I mean. But if it's like you're holding back, shy, not confident, etc., the more they're gonna take time, question, not be sure, etc. But I hope that gave you clarity, and then you can ask your other question. You had a lot of cards here actually. Page of Swords, King of Wands, Ace of Cups, Six of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Two of Cups, Five of Wands, Nine of Cups, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Wands, Temperance, Two of Swords. So he's really in that Two of Swords stalemate. We gotta get him out of that stalemate energy. Empress, Ten of Cups, Seven of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, the Tower card, Four of Pentacles, Three of Swords, the Fool, King of Swords, Page of Cups, Ten of Wands, Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands, Six of Swords, Four of Cups, Eight of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Drink a lot, yeah. Very similar backstories, yeah. So at least y'all can really understand and get each other. Scare him from doing it again, yeah. It definitely can be scary depending on the type of person you've been with. Sure. I can say that. My last relationship, I gave him my all, invested all that. And out of nowhere, boom. It was over. So I just never know. People can get up, leave you, anything could go wrong. But I always say it's the risk that we take in love, to try. It's either going to work out or it's not. It's the risk we take. It's a 50-50. A lot of people, think it's 100, go in thinking it's 100, or they avoid it because they don't even think it's a 50% chance. Oops. Knocked everything down. Let me try to get this phone on the charger. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it's nothing wrong with going with the flow. As long as it's not like too long of a time, you know what I mean? Like definitely don't go with the flow for 5, 10 years. But then again, who really knows? Queen Naja and Clarence, they got married in like 10 years. So I don't know. Some people's stuff could be different, but me personally, I don't want to wait that long. I don't mind going with the flow, but just not that long. But yeah, it is how you can really build something. Because people just jump right in and they start taking things serious automatically, and that's where they go wrong. You can't just expect somebody just to be deeply in love with you within 3 days and thinking it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? You said it was a big much for Queen. No, seriously, that's why I said, yeah, I don't know, but hey, to each his own. Like I said, me personally, nah, I'm good. Right, exactly. Yeah, I feel like he probably did that because she said she's willing to remember that song. She said, I will take your last name after how long it takes. And then she said in one video, uh, I'll do 10 years, but anything over that, I'm not staying. So I kind of feel like he pushed it to the limit. He really pushed it to the limit. But hey, I ain't even gonna tell the man what time I expect marriage. Mine is probably like 3, 4 years, maybe even before that, depending. But anyways, because then I don't need nobody testing, trying to push the limit like Clarence did. See, I don't even be telling people like when people be on their last strike and stuff like that. I don't give no warnings or tell them or nothing. I just cut them off, and they be shocked, surprised, crying everywhere and all that. And, I'm not giving nobody no warning because 9 times out of 10, you should know better. Exactly, 34 is reasonable. Can I get some more clarity for Ismaili, please, Spirit? Thank you. More clarity for Ismaili tonight. This message for Ismaili and Ismaili only. Ismaili would like to know if her and Pop continues to go about their relationship and their connection like they are right now at this good pace, the bonding and getting to know each other. Where could their connection be in the fall winter of 2026? Where could the connection be with Pop and Ismaili fall winter 2026 if they continue at the pace that they're going right now, getting to know each other and bonding, getting deeper? Where could things go? Where could these be? Hmm. I don't know. I'm gonna have to clarify the Eight of Cups here because the cards kind of look good, but I don't know why the Eight of Cups is here. Seven of Swords and Page of Swords. I don't know. It's like the cards start off really good and then towards the end, I don't know. Clarify. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, so I feel like it's definitely gonna it could get definitely get deeper with the Six of Cups and like you guys just having this shared set routine together. And also that energy of how I was kind of talking about in the last read, where it's like he likes that energy of like where you don't give up in your like drive and your ambition and you're on the go. It motivates him. So I think that's gonna be like the main thing that keeps this connection like going. Um, and like I said, if you were to give up kind of thing, he would. Um, I do feel like again things could be moving and getting serious, but it kind of I think it's more so like the ball is in your court kind of thing. It's like, and I even think I don't know if this is the last reading before this or reading before that one, whichever one, but the energy where I was talking about how what's I was saying? Oh, how like they could show more affection and all this that question you asked, that part where it's like it could be inconsistent sometimes, if they're traveling or just whatever reason, that part. So I think it's more so like the ball is in your court, and like if certain areas you don't feel like they're stepping up in, it's whether you accept that or not. So it's really like you're in control of if this connection continues or not. Really, like it could definitely get deeper. It's just that some things are probably not going to change, and it's up to you if you're okay with them not changing or not. Like if you're okay if they don't show you their best all the time, or they don't show you their best for a couple months, or if again like it's this energy of where you don't see each other for 3 weeks, or it could be like they come over, give you flowers, kiss you on the forehead, and then they leave, and then again it's like okay, I need to spend some time. You know what I mean? So again, like I said, some things could be like inconsistent, and it just really depends on whether you accept that or not. Friend of yours said, was that a man saying that? Within a year getting together. But I mean, everybody got their prerogative. For me, it don't necessarily have to be a year, but just definitely don't go over. I would say like 3 years. Thank you, Desi. So I'll get to you right after Ismi Lee. Yeah, I won't be surprised if y'all build like a mini house together. Actually, go to that rage room I was talking about. Actually, manifest some money together and plant it in the ground, or this could be hopefully not bearing a pet. Hopefully not, but so I do feel like again things will get deeper, things will go further. It's just that some things might stay the same, and it just really depends on whether you accept it staying the same or not. Or it could be this energy of like you trying to pull something out of them that's not there. Like you might think like, oh, there's hidden emotions. Maybe they showed all the emotions, or maybe something isn't hidden, but you keep trying to pull, and again, it's nothing there. Yeah, y'all might even do fun things like let's go to the worst reviewed restaurants kind of energy. Do feel like the communication will stay good as far as like the heart to hearts. It might not always stay good as far as like actual communicating and talking, but when it comes down to the nitty gritty, you know what I mean, with the king of cups. Yeah, your friends and families getting along for the most part. For the most part, I'll say that. Yeah, and they might have a different version or look outlook on consistency. So I just don't think that energy will change. Yeah. I do feel like they will try and put effort in the connection. Like, whenever they're playing their game, they're not just gonna be playing their game and not paying attention to you, kind of thing. It's like I'm still gonna talk to you. I'm still gonna pay attention. Um, I'm not gonna completely ignore you and be like, hold on, let me finish this real quick, or just come sit on my lap while I play the game, or you know what I mean? Like, so I don't see a complete shutout, but it's like sometimes it will be inconsistent, at least to you. But again, for them, they might not feel like it's inconsistent because they might feel like your inconsistent is their consistent. You see what I'm saying? So again, they might not necessarily see it be. It's like this is my all, or this is my this, or this is how I show up. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just heard they want to live a drama-free connection. It's like they don't want to fight with your baby father, and I don't know if they have a baby mother, but it's like they don't want you to fight with them, kind of thing. It's like they just not only want y'all to be happy, but the kids to be happy too, and not having to go to certain people's house on way to watch kids or pick kids up, kind of thing. I don't know how long have you guys been dating. I don't know. They might want to give it like 6 months to a year before they even think about like taking it to the next stage, because they don't want it to be like, okay, things are good now, but like, what if this is just like a honeymoon phase, or what if this is like a love bombing, or not even a love bombing? What if this is just like um a front, but there's a lot of more baggage that I don't know about, or drama that I don't know about, kind of energy. Reconnecting in March. But how long have you been dating specifically? Not just reconnected. Because they might see like how they knew you before, and them dating you is two different things. Like, yeah, I might have knew you before, but I haven't dated you before. You know what I mean? Yeah, so they can see that it's different. Like they knew you before, but they haven't necessarily dated you. Ten ten, I'm seeing. Yeah, and it's like they're wanting you to like trust them. Like, say for instance, they go to a comedy show and like they're by themselves or somewhere else. It's like being able to trust that they're not flirting there or they're not sitting next to someone or et cetera, et cetera. Like yeah, feeling like y'all both should be able to have your fun outside of each other. Like you don't always have to go with one another or be with one another. Still should be able to, you know what I mean? So it's like they want a deep bond, but like also freedom. Clarify something. Tower card. King of Wands, Six of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like the connection like will stay the same for the most part. It's not gonna be like a deep, drastic change. Um, Only thing is maybe you'll take it to the next level, and it's like you're the girlfriend now, but I don't feel like it will be like a deep, drastic change in things. If that makes sense. Like it's like you already probably feel like their girlfriend. You're probably kind of seeing just a little bit of a taste or a snippet or preview, sneak peek, whatever you want to call it, of how they kind of act. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like that might improve or amplify a little, but again, I don't think it's gonna be like a major change, like a major difference, because like they're for the most part already probably showing them, you their true self. That's why I said later down the line, it's like you might try to pull something out. It's like, oh, is there hidden emotions? Or is this they've already showed, and like the King of Cups, they already put their heart on their sleeve. So it's like you might keep trying to tug and pull. Like, is it anything more? Is it this? Is it that? Again, it does say they'll give more, but like I said, it's not a drastic change. If you're expecting like a this totally different person or this real big drastic change, I don't think that's what the energy is saying. Especially since again, it's like already kind of like a relationship, so it's kind of like you already kind of see, how things will be. You know what I mean? And then if you times that by what two or something like that, then that's kind of the future will be. And he has his own healing path. Not everybody heals in 4 months with stuff that probably happened over 6 years. You know what I mean? So you still out your own healing journey too. So it might not take you 4 months either to heal some stuff. So it's all about if you're willing to be patient with one another or not. But yeah, you can do the work, but that doesn't mean you're healed just yet. Because again, it takes time. It be taking people 4, 6, 2, whatever years. It depends on the person and their past and everything like that to heal. And you never know where you come in during their healing stage or if they even started their healing stage when you came in. You know what I mean? You could be coming to somebody's life and they're on year 2 of their healing stage and they might still have 3 more years to go. You know what I mean? Like, or maybe you came in and they didn't even start yet. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're towards the end, or maybe they kind of already did the work, but it kind of feels like he's kind of just getting started, or maybe he's only been like a couple months into the work and still got a long way to go. But yeah, I hope to gave you clarity. You have the Six of Cups, Seven of Pentacles, King of Cups, Page of Swords, Seven of Swords, Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Knight of Cups, Fool card, Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Judgment, Knight of Wands, Eight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, if you're looking for a build a bear, build a man kind of thing, they're not there yet. If you're looking for someone already healed, this is not your person. Now they be like, come to me healed. I don't. But that's not saying anything wrong with it. I'm just saying I don't think they came healed. Desi is here. Post your question, love. Thank you. Or repost it. I think he posted it. I don't know if I can scroll back up. You're welcome, love. Desi, if you're here, love, you can go ahead and post your question or repost your question. Matter of fact, I think I see it, so you could just let me know if you're in here. Get act reading here for Desi, please, sir. Thank you. Can I get act reading here for Desi, please, sir? Thank you. Desi only. They don't want a card table for them. Let me give them clarity. Thank you. Desi would like to know, should they work at the club skins this Friday? Should Desi work at the club skins this Friday? I'm getting yes, but don't stay long term. It's kind of to get your foot in the door or a stepping stone, or it's kind of like a thing that's gonna help you get results somewhere else, if that makes sense. Like, say for instance, you were trying to like bargain or negotiate with like another company or another club or anything like that. It's kind of like, well, these people only charge this over here, or they got this going on over here. That kind of makes the place that maybe you really want to work at or really want to go through be like, all right, we're gonna work with you. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, but it's kind of like a get in there and get out of there energy. It's not really for you. It's just something that can get you quick cash kind of energy. And then maybe that's what you're looking for. I don't know, but I think it's just more of a temporary thing. I would say no more than 4 nights probably there. Yeah, I'm hearing you can do better, you can do better, all by yourself kind of energy. Yeah, it's kind of like you taking advantage of. Would this be something new for you, a new place for you? It's like, if so, it's like you taking advantage of the new energy. But once that new energy fades away, get out of there. Because it's like it could be like this thing of when you're new, they give you the best treatment or the best environment or the best things goes on, but then after that goes away, it's like, so it's like Take advantage of the new energy and then bounce. I also heard it's not all cracked up to what it seems. Make sure you pay attention to reviews or don't like listen to anybody to be like, oh, you should go here, oh, this is that, and that and the third. You know what I mean? Also heard something about the food might be nasty, or it could be like you wonder why your order came out so quick. Like you couldn't have cooked that in that short amount of time. Oh man, so it's like it's also could be warning you not to trust the food. Just go in, do your job, but probably don't get involved in nothing else because yeah. It also could be like a more private or low key kind of thing, especially if you're like not trying to be seen, found, kind of energy. Yeah, it's something more to add on to your resume, but it's just not something to stay at. Yeah, I'm hearing use them before they use you. Yeah, I'm hearing avoid any conflict, like you accidentally bump a speaker table or bump someone or whatever the case may be. Just be careful. Avoid drama. It's not worth it. I'm also might have to like claim your bag or something like that, especially if it looks like somebody else's. Things get mixed up. Kind of like how people be at the airport getting um, suitcases mixed up and stuff. Trouble. Yeah, make sure no money's sticking together, or that you don't get too drunk, especially if this is a new place. And don't feel like we live. And you probably could even return back to this place, like you do your couple of nights, take a break, come back every so often. But I just don't feel like make this something permanent or stick to it, sign anything, do anything like that. Especially if they're gonna try to have you do something out of your line of profession, your occupation, whatever. Like, if you're not supposed to be cleaning up or doing whatever the heck they're asking, no, that is not my job. But I hope that get clear. You got the Ace of Swords, Justice, and the Five of Cups. 11-11. Make a wish, everybody. Let them know that you want to get a feel of it. Want to get a feel of it. They're not just sitting on it. I gotta go ahead and call last call for donations.